Thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate it. But one of the things, Miles, that's come up over the last several weeks and months while you've been on this show, and I've been doing the shows over at Guo Media, is that the American people are now just coming to the understanding that there's a huge difference between the Chinese Communist Party in China, the nation of China, and the Chinese people, right? I think one of the things that we've done I'm most proud of is that we've identified what the problem is. The problem is not China, and the problem is not the Chinese people. The Chinese people are, in fact, enslaved by this party called the Chinese Communist Party, which has never been elected, has never been actually supported by any type of democratic vote. It took power from the barrel of a gun after a civil war back 70 years ago. And the first thing I'd like to ask you is just to differentiate for the American audience, what is the difference in the CCP and really the Chinese people? Well, you came on, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and talked about the 5 strategies that the empires have always used to suppress the Chinese people. And the fact, if you look over 4,000 or 5,000 years of their development, Lao Beijing, old 100 names, which we cover to the deplorables, our audience, the backbone of the Trump movement, and even what Joe Biden said had built America yesterday in his speech, that Lao Beijing, old 100 names, has always been suppressed, and they've done it through a concept of the 5 strategies. Can you walk us through that? Because people can't understand why the Chinese people don't have democracy, why the Chinese people don't have rule of law, why is there a firewall that separates out the Chinese people from the rest of the world? And as the world now focuses on this pandemic and the economic crisis, it's very focused on, hey, China is not what we were told it was. It's something totally different. So can you tell us what the CCP is and how have they used 5 strategies to oppress and enslave the Chinese people?
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everybody. Sir, you know, just before I join you, this is the war room, the program, the live. I have the 3 conference call from the Europe the leaders. We have a good meeting, good 3 conference call. They ask me same question.
This is with European leaders.
Yeah, European leaders. Because now before the 40 minutes Fox News, they have the whistleblower from the Hong Kong laboratory, you and me and Lude, we raised 1 cent, the lady. And the first time in the Fox.
Just so I can explain, there's been a whistleblower. Fox News just broke an exclusive while we were on the air in the first hour. Fox News broke an exclusive of a detailed interview with a defector from China and from Hong Kong who was instrumental in running one of the labs, the WHO supervisory lab in Hong Kong. She has now come forward and given an exclusive to Fox News, an interview.
You know, the lady come, we are risk C come here, nearly get killed in Hong Kong, very dangerous, come America. You and me, Lude, we risk here. The C come America, first say American is you. 1 week in the Steve Bannon together in the VR office is the interview. Sir Steve Bannon is the sleep VR office. That's very emotional. So this is a big hope of the world now. Oh, yes, not only you, I have another guys. So I think
for 3 days.
3 days.
On the floor, I slept.
On the floor. So
that's what coronavirus did to New York. No hotels.
So the Europe leaders is called M6, you know, intelligent guy. Come to my office now, on the car, watch the Fox the movies. I want to talk about this. This is first person about the coronavirus. Whistleblower talk the truth from the insider is WHO and the CCP. Only one representative negotiant. This representative, this is very important intelligence. So that's why, sir, him tell me, Miles, we are Europe, also west of the world. Before, we always think CCP is China. China is Chinese. Now, because Steve Bannon and you are whistleblower, we all the west of the world now clearly there's 3 different parts. CCP no including China, no including Chinese. Chinese not really what make the reward the what give the regime the power. So CCP is CCP. This is one. Secondly,
hang on
yeah.
1 second. I want to make sure our audience understands that. You're saying, if I can summarize, that the CCP gets more of their legitimacy and support from outside of China by the elites, whether the financial elites or corporate elites, that actually props up CC more than the Chinese people.
Yes, sir. That's you. This is the West side. We are white nationality.
Yes.
You is big call.
You're talking England, Europe, and the United
Europe,
States.
all people say, I really appreciate that Stephen K. Bannon.
Yeah.
How about us? That's the suffer different, okay? Secondly, is before in the Europe, nobody can take down the CCP's regime. I say, no, that's too crazy. This is impossible. This cannot talk. Maybe China, CCP can change. They have an economy, we help them, we give them the technology, we cooperate with the CCP. Maybe the CCP can really give Chinese democracy, freedom, good education, and peaceful with the West world. Now, this is no way. Now we are thinking we are too stupid.